Hello, guys. It's 2024, and that brings in the same old me, except worse. Instead of becoming my best version of myself, I'm going to be more toxic, more bitter, and more of a hater because I am naturally a people pleaser, and it sucks. It sucks. And I realize I've gotten pretty good. Eventually, when I get comfortable, and this is with strangers, I still have to work on that with my family. I tend to be pretty like boundaryless with my family just because I use them as my identity, fun stuff. But with strangers, if I could just adjust it to make it very difficult for anybody to walk all over me ever, and even if they're nice to me, especially old ladies, because holy shit, I feel like old ladies are innocent. So I always, but then boom, Karen, you know? So I have to try to be a big bully, emphasis on big, because I'm bringing 6'4" energy. I'm not gonna be a short king. Oh my gosh, this car is testing me. Like, dude, no, don't come over here. And there's a cop in front of me. Ugh. One of you guys said you liked my video from a year ago complaining for 11 minutes straight, and you asked for another one, and I'm happily going to give you another one, even though every video is complaining. I'm just so good at it. We finally found something that I am really good at. I think venting is very important. After all, it makes you feel, I feel like it makes you feel better. I grew up writing in a diary like an average girl. I loved writing. I thought I was going to be a librarian who only read books and wrote the whole time other than putting books away. But that never happens because rumor has it you have to be a librarian, you have to have like a master's, which is freaking bullshit. And I cannot do morning shifts. I love night shifts. It is my calling. That's why I'm always confused when people are like, I like to start my day off in the morning and I never sleep late. And I'm like, I can never, ever do that. I hated going to school, dude. I could not do high school again, guys. I don't know how I survived it. I got bullied to shit, but it wasn't even the worst part. The worst part is going home because my dad was my biggest bully, the biggest bully of them all in my high school years, and even like when I was a kid. As soon as I could understand language of any sort, my dad would roast me. Good thing he could only talk to me in Spanish because the roasting stayed just in one culture instead of both, which, I could get from my siblings later on, which was fun. I like roasting, like playing roast battles with my siblings. Dude, I do not feel the air at all. My fingertips are freezing. It's so dark, I know. It's 7 a.m. and I've escaped my incel friend at work. I feel like he always wants to be around me, and it's like, dude, we're not best friends, okay? I cannot be best friends with you. And I've noticed there's this girl who's super cute who has a crush on my incel friend, and I really want them to spend more time together. So I'm not the type of person to like hog friends unless it's like my best friend, then I will. And it's always a girl. I don't know. I just feel like I connect more with women. And deep down inside, men have to fight the urge to be an incel. And if you did, congratulations, you are one out of a million, because it's very hard to fight that urge for a dude. I know I've had a lot of deep down misogynistic views because, I was raised that men were better than women, and for the most part, as soon as you tell me anybody's better than me, I automatically believe it. I don't really have a lot of what's it called, New Year's resolution. I just feel like it's too overwhelming to force yourself to, get better in a year. I feel like as the older you get, the faster time passes you by, and I just want to be happy, basically. Whatever that is, it seems impossible enough. So that's the only rule I have. There are many little branches coming off of that, And one of them is, I heard it a lot when I finally developed the courage with somebody with social anxiety to order at a drive-through a coffee. I had to work myself to it, motivate myself. You guys didn't know me back then, but I was so scared I could not do it. And I started forcing myself to do it back when I lived in St. Paul. And I did it with Caribou Coffee. And that was so difficult and I would be shaking, but I just really wanted the coffee. And that got me so far because I never thought I could order. I know, it's crazy. A freaking adult couldn't order. I was like 22 or 20 and I could not order for myself at a coffee place. That's why I always had to bother my siblings when we went out, like, can we get coffee? Or I had to like kind of manipulate my sister or my mom to be like, don't you guys want coffee? But now I can do it all by myself and it feels good. And I then got my, like, some dude in my life. There's always the guy that's like, if you like invest that money that you're spending on coffee, you could save up. And it's so bullshit. It's like, that's why I'm going the opposite direction. And I'm doing the opposite. I'm actually going to get all the coffee I want from Dunkin', make myself coffee. I'm not going to stop myself from something that makes me very happy. Like, I don't think people understand, like, this isn't an addiction and obsession. This is true love. I've never known true love except with coffee, okay? It sounds crazy, but I swear, coffee is my happiness. It is. If somebody comes up to me and is like, I got you, well, obviously it can't be like a random stranger. That'd be awkward because I'm actually scared of them putting something in the coffee. Like, if they came, like a friend or somebody brought me coffee randomly, it's like, here, I brought you a coffee, or memorized my order. I'm like, what the freaking shit? You want to marry me or something? This is weird. No, I'm just kidding. Like, now I'm gonna be thinking about you because nobody does that. By the way, if you're a guy or a girl who likes somebody and you just want to, like, I don't know, kind of make it obvious that you like them or you care about that person, you can do this to a friend too. It doesn't have to be romantic. Order their favorite coffee and bring it to them on a random day. Like, not their birthday, not your anniversary of friendship, nothing like that. Bring it, bonus points if you bring it to them on a bad day. Like, they're going through something hard and you bring it to them. That, my sister did that to me one time and I still think about it sometimes. Just sometimes. No, I'm just kidding. I still think about it. And I'm like, wow, she really did that. Oh yeah, we were supposed to be complaining. Last year was shit, dude. 2023 was the stupidest year ever, because I was in it. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like honestly, it wasn't that bad. I'm just exaggerating. But I just feel like I could do more for myself. I just want my goal for 2024 for happiness. These are the branches, by the way. You guys can do this with me, okay? Obviously, coffee. Do not, not to, ¿cómo se dice? No me limite. Don't limit. Yeah, do not limit myself to not having my coffee. Like, if I want coffee, I need to go get it. Like, I want to do that, and I'm not gonna listen to, like, people that say, why are you wasting $3 on coffee or $2? It's like, dude, this shit makes my day. Like, this shit really makes my day. I have a problem, and I'm more than okay with this problem. Another thing is, I want to scare more of my coworkers because it makes me happy. Like, I want to bully people that deserve it at work, but I also want to be more selfish because my life has been very, like, I'm very willing to, like, get the short end of the stick. Just because I feel like I don't deserve it and I just want to be selfish, Like, I'm gonna be the most selfish person. No, I'm just kidding. I can't. I just need to be more selfish and not feel awkward about it. You know what I mean? I just feel like I'm not allowed to care for myself sometimes. And I want to stop taking in people's emotions into consideration all the time because I don't know why. I'll be sitting in a room, and this is more with my family or people that I'm closer to, just because, oh my gosh, I just want people to appreciate me when I die. I'm, like, convinced that I'm either going to end up in prison or I'm going to die soon, so I have to make sure everybody remembers me in, like, a good way, Because right now, if something happens to me or I get, what's it called, like, falsely accused me of murder. So I'm kind of scared of that. But my biggest fear is like, well, not my biggest fear, but one of my fears is like they make a documentary and they ask my mom and my family, and they're like, do you really believe she could have done something like that? And they're like, hell yeah. I'm like, no, dude, I would, I would never do that shit. I'm like, all the time, I'm anxious. I'm nervous. How would I commit any crime? The biggest crime I've ever committed was, what did I do? Speeding, because I had to go to the bathroom really bad. Like, could you imagine getting tased and then you just shit yourself? There's this guy back at an old place. I was like, I want to be a cop. And I was like, you should let me tase you. I was trying to convince him to let me tase him because he has to be ready for when they tase him in front of everybody and he doesn't do something stupid. And I was convincing him and it was working, but he ended up leaving. I'm like, damn it, dude, it would have been so fun. I don't know why. I feel like tasing, or like not tasing, but like just in general, any shock be good for me. Like I was trying to convince my friend, my best friend, that when I worked with her, that we should go get electroshock therapy because I studied that as a presentation in my high school that went horribly wrong. It was super embarrassing because I had a panic attack in front of everybody, but I still learned about electric shock therapy, and that shit looks like it's something I need because I am so miserable, dude. I started off the year crying myself to sleep, as one does. No, I'm just kidding. No, nobody does. Who started the year? Raise your hand in the comments. Who cried themselves to sleep? It might, honestly, it feels good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually addicted to it. I love crying myself to sleep. Next time somebody at work wants to get to know me, because that's just always awkward. It's like, what do you do for fun? I'm gonna straight up tell them, you know what? If you really want to be nosy and know about me, you're gonna know about me. And I'm gonna be like, I like to cry myself to sleep. It's like the best therapy, dude. If I was a therapist, I'd just tell my like clients or patients, it's like, you need to cry yourself to sleep. I swear, it kind of like helps. I feel so much better. I didn't just do it, by the way. I was working 8-hour shift, but before my 8-hour shift, I couldn't go to sleep, so I started to cry, and that wasn't the reason I'm crying. I was crying because I can't find a purpose to life, and I talk about this on my Instagram. I'm losing my breath. I just don't find the purpose. I think something's wrong with my brain because I see people like all around me be like, I want a house, I want a family, I want this, I want that. And I'm just like, every year I want nothing. I don't want anything. I just want nobody to get hurt because like I'm just scared somebody's gonna get seriously hurt. And I don't know, like, dude, all I want is just to go to sleep and like have a good dream or whatever and never wake up again because that's fine with me. And like, I don't know, it's a sad, I know it's sad, but it's like, dude, I do not care. Like, I don't want to be married. I don't want to have children. Too much work. I'm too lazy for all that. I like laying down all the time. Like, this might sound like depression. It's not, dude. I've been like this for so long. It's my personality. But yeah, it does suck. Maybe electrotherapy, like electroshock therapy, is a good idea. I don't even care if they know me. I honestly want to feel it. Sometimes I think about, I kind of want to wear like a metal vest and everything and run outside when it's thundering, because if I get hit by lightning, I might die, which not the worst case scenario. That's a good way to go. Like, if you think about it, that's freaking cool. I would love everybody telling like, oh, what happened to Angela? Oh yeah, she got hit by lightning and died. That's freaking cool, dude. But anyways, if I don't die, I want to have a really cool scar. Is that messed up? I don't know. And superpowers. I'm like convinced. What is this creature on the road? Oh my gosh. Oh my god, what is it? I hope it's not a cat. It should be illegal for cats to die. And horses. Horses are just too elegant. Well, pretty much every animal. Not even the topic. I can't even call this complaining. Am I really complaining, or am I just rambling about how I don't want to live? I guess I'm complaining that I don't want to live. You know, that sucks. I used to think as a kid, when I was, well, not that young, when I was 12, I put on this red jacket my mom bought me, and I was pissed off because it was red. No, I was like, my mom hates me. She bought me a red jacket. No, I was putting it on, and when I put it on, it felt like I also put on this weird feeling of dread. and it just never came off of me after that. And I told my therapist about that, and she was just like, oh, and like blocked me. No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? Or she said, ew, you must be really ugly. That made me so freaking funny. Why would I see? My parents messed us up, and my siblings. My love language is like a little bit of roasting. I remember I used to have a crush on this guy I used to work with, and I just wanted him to like roast me because I didn't want him to. He used to. He used to be like, every time he'd be like, oh, I could teach you to do this. And I'm like, you think I could learn that? Like, I'm too dumb to learn that. He's like, yeah, you can. You can learn anything. You don't even belong here. You deserve to be somewhere better. And I was like, ew. No, ick. I got the ick because he believed in me. No, I did like it because I was like, that's so crazy, somebody believing in me. But I kind of wanted him to roast me because I thought that would like kind of, because it's awkward when people compliment you, you know what I mean? Everybody likes compliments, let's be honest, but there's an art to it. Like, you can't say something that's not believable, you know? Like, if you don't believe it deep down, it's not gonna hit right. It's just make you uncomfortable. Or it can't be something a little too fake, like they say this to everybody type of thing, you know what I mean? Or like with him, it's like I definitely believed it because he just always said small stuff like that and like kept talking, didn't let it like just stay. And I'm just like, yeah, please don't make it awkward, because now we're just awkwardly standing here while you just said something nice, and now I have to say thank you even though deep down inside I don't believe in myself for shit. I don't know, like everybody seems to care and wants like life, you know? And I just don't really care. Like I don't know what it is with me, but I don't care. I'm just living because I have to, you know? I have to live it because then my mom will be sad if I die. My siblings, my son, I have 3 kids. They will meow at my door and I will never answer. I would try to come back as a ghost. I think I'm better off being a ghost. I was supposed to be like an evil spirit wandering the halls, but I'm not there yet. So maybe I can do that. Wouldn't that be funny? And I still talk to you guys. Can't go places, can they? That's why I was always afraid to die at like the warehouse jobs I worked at, because then I'd be like forced to be there for eternity. And ew, you know, like I already want to leave that place as it is. I don't even want to be there, let alone eternity. But yeah, like that haunts me the most. If we're talking about hauntings, the fact that I just don't have a purpose in life and I'm just living because I'm living. I feel like, what's it called? Those characters that are just there in the program of the show, they use NPCs. Yes. When that shit was happening, when people kept talking about the NPCs in social media, and like everywhere, I was like, that's me. That's definitely I'm the biggest NPC ever. Like I don't, without a script too, so I'm just like even more awkward. I'm permanently a lagging NPC. And it sucks because I feel like people that are like, everybody around me seems to have a script, and I'm just here like, I never got my script, dude. Like I don't know what I'm supposed to say. And sometimes randomly somebody will say something and I'll respond with a perfect response. And I feel like I'm finally getting this, and I'm no longer an NPC with no script, and I won't be kicked out of the new game, you know? But maybe I should be kicked out of the new game. When I watched some of those videos on TikTok, I went through a rabbit hole, and this was a long time ago, by the way. I don't get these anymore, but I started to see those videos where life is a simulation. I got so paranoid. I remember laying in the back of my friend's boyfriend's car because they were we were going places. They invited me, and I was convincing him that we live in a simulation, and he was so not believing me. And I was like, come on, believe it, we're in the Matrix. The whole time I was the incel. Women suck. No, but I think I'm no longer paranoid about that. If it is a simulation we're living in, then dude, wouldn't it be fun if I could just do whatever we wanted? Like, we didn't have to like work and shit. And yes, I do need to work, but dude, I'll find work anywhere. I'll wash the house, like outside of it, with a freaking sponge, the whole thing. No, I'm just kidding. If I get bored, but I want to I want to what's it called, like involve myself completely into my hobbies. Like I want to spend a year sewing, you know, I want to spend a year writing a bunch of shit because I used to write so much and now I suck at writing. I have to talk on the microphone thing because, dude, I write something, I spell one thing wrong, and I get really paranoid. I'm like, if I have a heart attack right now, and someone reads what I wrote, they're gonna know I don't know how to spell beautiful. Dude, how is my favorite word? Diarrhea. How do I still not know how to spell that shit? I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go practice this word because every time I search it up, why do I have diarrhea? I always spell it wrong. Google's like, how do you not know how to spell something you always ask me? You know, dude. That's why I have to say it. I'm like, oh my god. Anyways, yeah, that's my 2024 overview. Let me know your overview so I can copy it because I am an NPC. Should I just name it? I am an NPC. I'm not really complaining. What is there to complain about other than lack of purpose? I don't know what to do with my life. Even when I'm doing something, you know, I'm working, I feel like I'm stuck. Like everybody's moving around me and I'm just here. And I don't even feel like, I remember I told you guys I'm a plant because everybody around me is moving along and moving forward. They're animals, not in a bad way. They're super cute animals that have purpose and need and do things. But dude, I'm a plant because I'm like set in one spot and I don't move and I don't like to move and I don't like to change. But I'm not even a plant. I'm a fake plant. I don't put in roots. My roots aren't growing. I don't need water because everybody knows I'm dehydrated as shit. So it's even worse than before. So I'm the problem. That's all this is translating to. I'm the problem. I've always been the problem. And I just want to be happy though, but I don't even know what happiness is. And happiness is like it only lasts like a second. When you're happy, don't blink because it'll pass by the time you open your eyes, you know? You have to be like this the whole time. I used to think that happiness was an amusement park, but I'm getting old, guys. I get dizzy a lot. I get car sick very easily, so I can only imagine how Valley Fair is gonna go if I decide to go ever again. Although I freaking love scary rides.
Welcome to Duncan. Will you be using the mobile app today?
Oh gosh, I have snow on my hand. Anyways, I like scary rides because I like to pretend that I'm gonna die. That I'm gonna fall, you know? And if there's a freak accident, dude, I just hope I don't survive it and, you know, like I'm knocked out completely. I don't want to be decapitated because I swear I think they can hear me sometimes because like they just hear me talking to myself like super outgoing and shit, and then when it gets to them I'm just like, thanks. I like how I haven't like gotten better at like social interactions at all, except I'm good at being an asshole. Like for no reason, every time a guy uh that I don't like, which is like 70% at least, I can't tolerate, they step into my area at work, my automatic greeting is ew. So fun. I like their expression when I do that. I love that expression people make when you offend them. But not too crazy, you know. Like I'm not here to make anybody cry. Like, come on. I want to be the one that cries myself to sleep. No, it's actually really nice. If you have never tried crying yourself to sleep, then you're an NPC. No, I'm just kidding. You're not human. Hate to break it to you. I'm just letting you know. If you don't want to be do you want to be one? I kind of want to be one. Because what do NPCs have? Purpose. And what do I not have? Purpose, damn it. Another year without feeling alive. And here I am alive. You know the most I feel alive? When I get like this extreme fear of something or anxiety, but then it completely eases away automatically so I don't have to be like suffering through it. If that makes sense. Or when somebody pisses me off so much and I'm finding them to like tell them what the freaking shit. Like when my manager scheduled me on the day he knows I can't work and I went and yelled at him, that shit, I felt so happy then. Depression who? I was a happy man. I want a dog. You know what makes me happy? Like animals. Animals make me happy. I want a working line German Shepherd because I'm gonna train him or her. I'll train them. I'm gonna train them to be my best friend. That awkward moment. I want to buy my own best friend, and it's gonna be a dog because. So I heard, we've all heard it, right? That cats teach you emotional intelligence, and then dogs teach you unconditional love. And I was like, that's why I never believe anybody when they like me. And actually, I'm glad I didn't, because it was never true. And maybe it can be true if I get that damn doggy, that little dog creature, but it's a lot of work, and I'm lazy, dude. All I want to do is lay down. We're just gonna be two depressed creatures. But yeah, I like animals. They're super cute. If I was a dictator, I would make it illegal for animals to be alone in shelters. Everybody has to take a creature, and you have to treat it very, very good, or else you'll be beheaded in front of the creature as karma. Actually, the creature gets to behead you. Imagine. Oh my god, it's so cute. And then they will go to jail for murder. That is the dumbest shit. Did I just say that? Yeah, we're starting off the year right with coffee. What day is it even? I feel like it's new. It's weird because I was working on New Year's like Eve, like the day everybody's eating grapes and shit, and it didn't feel like New Year, but people kept saying it, like mentioning, and I was like, what the freaking shit? I just felt like I was still in 2023 while everybody already moved. And I saw I have a big crush on Ana de Armas. She is so beautiful. Anyways, I saw her story or something where she was counting down for the new year, and I was like, why is she counting down? It's not even the new year. But I remembered, I'm like, dude, for you, it's just a normal day. But I don't care. Honestly, it sucked more when I tried to celebrate, like when I try to celebrate days and holidays, it sucks more than if I'm just working and it's just a normal day, because your expectations are too high, you know? When I was a child, I did the grape thing and I almost freaking choked. I was gonna be dead for New Year's. Maybe that was one of my wishes, dude. Maybe that's why the grape's like, let me help you out right now. My friend, they wouldn't put candles on my cake because everybody was afraid I'd wish myself to be dead. It's just too old. Are you ever too old for the candles? I don't know. What do you wish for when you only have one wish for your birthday? That's freaking bullshit. I used to wish on airplanes. Like, an airplane would be passing by, and I would close my eyes and make a wish, and I had to wait until it completely disappeared. And if the airplane disappeared, when I opened my eyes, the wish would come true. I always wish for the same damn thing, like the same stupid shit, so I can't tell you if it worked or not. But I've been watching a lot of horoscope. I do like horoscopes. I don't really know what the heck. It sucks because the description of Libra, I am a October Libra. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I know, isn't that crazy? I was born in October. The thing is, the bare minimum description of a Libra is spot on for me. I am so indecisive. It's disgusting. It grosses me out. It makes me want to puke. But then I don't, because should I puke or should I not? No, I'm just kidding. This is how indecisive I am. Okay, so I got a Fitbit because I wanted a Fitbit because I missed it. I have my Apple Watch, and if you watch me on Instagram, you know about this. And whoever said I look like a spy kid, I'm taking that as a compliment. Okay, these are my gadgets. I wear both of them to work, but I only wear my Fitbit when I don't work, because the Apple. So if you want to get fit, or if you want to know like your sleep hours, your heart rate, information about yourself, you use a Fitbit. But if you want a phone on your wrist, you use an Apple Watch. That's just, at least that's what I think. Apple kind of sucks at the whole fit thing, because first of all, it never tells me my stupid ass heart rate, and I kind of want to know because my heart rate's been weird lately, so that's why I missed Fitbit. But when I wear both, I'm unstoppable. I can beat your dad, your mom, and your grandma at the same time. No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? I just go into your house and I beat everybody up except you, so you can remember what I'm capable. I used to threaten my ex that I would beat him up, and then he beat me up, and I shut the hell up. That was fun. That was a humbling moment. You think you're stronger than you are, and then something hits you literally, and you're just like, I didn't see that coming. Oh yeah, another thing to stay happy for 2024. I am going to, if my stupid, pathetic little heart decides to like somebody, I'm going to take it out and cut it into pieces and eat them. No, I'm just kidding. I want to die alone. I really like the idea of being a cat lady with like at least 10 cats or 6 cats because 6 is like the best number ever. But I do not want to get into a relationship, at least while I'm still alive. I'm a ghost. I'm gonna go after my sleep paralysis demon. He has stolen my soul. Not my heart, my soul. I love him. He seduced me. How much he creeped me out. And you know the weird thing is, when I started sexualizing him and romanticizing him, he went away. So the key to getting a guy to go away, even in demon form, is to want him. Want him with you by your side and want the best for him, and that he will run off, he will disappear. Now if you're scared of the guy and you show your fear, they will come after you, because at the end of the day it is human nature for men to be hunters, and they like to hunt you down if you run away like a little prey. But if you act like the predator or the evil one, it will hide and run off. So that's my TED talk. Are we still doing that? TED talks? That's all I used to watch so many, dude. I could do one right now about sleep paralysis and nightmares if you want. Just tell me. Just give me the signal. Give me the bad signal and I'll know. Send me smoke signals. Guys, I'm not even complaining. I'm actually having a good day. I think I'm very, what's it called? I'm like drunk off of no sleep. And that is the best time because I don't care what people think of me when I'm like that. And I've also been quiet in my head for like 8 hours because I love working alone. It feels so good, especially when I'm listening to like whatever I want in my phone, like the wireless things. What are they called? Damn, I sound like a boomer. Can you believe it? I can't name things. Headphones, wireless headphones. Yeah. But yeah, this is it. Tell me your New Year's resolutions if you have any, or if you did the grape thing. Tell me what you wish for. I think you're supposed to eat like 12 grapes and make a wish for each one before midnight. And I used to do that shit. It was fun, but after that first incident, I almost died with a grape. I was like done with it. And because I really couldn't think of like 12 wishes, so I just kept repeating the same one, and it was getting pretty stupid. I remember I started writing my wishes down because I wanted to say them in my head and then eat the grape because I couldn't think of 12 wishes at the top of my head. I just kept wishing I wish I had very odd parents. So I can just keep wishing shit. Because you know how like in the show, he would wish something and it would always be bad. So I'm like, I'm kind of scared of that happening. Oh my god, I've been talking way too long, but yeah. Guys, tell me what your wishes are or your New Year's resolution so I can copy you because I have no personality. But yeah, thanks for listening to me complain or ramble for the new year. And there's more rambling and complaining coming, as always. I never change, I will never evolve. Bye.